Cheers. Hey guys, I think.
Cheers.
Who knows?
Hi, daddies.
Hi, daddies. We've been talking about some stupid stuff before. It's just broken.
I'm good. I'm fine. It's okay.
Oh God! Don't turn our channel into that. Don't let that be what our channel becomes. We refer
For
to
the
each other as daddy.
for the daddies.
30 months. Ooh.
30. Oh shit. That means I need to hold on. Where is it?
Oh
Because
my
like,
God.
well, I gotta use my Prime thing, and like, what happens is it doesn't let you because you're not paying extra money for it. It doesn't let you do it automatically.
Right.
So I have to like always manually do it after it runs out, not until.
Yeah, I have a reminder on our calendar once a month. It's like, stop expired.
PowerShell script.
Yeah, I just check every time we do D&D.
What really happens is I'm in the middle of watching somebody, one of you guys, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I've got a sub, and that's how it works with our sub.
Got a sub too.
That's usually how my Prime.
Oh, okay. So hey, I don't know if there's anybody watching this, but if you are, we're gonna do D&D for you.
Maybe.
Just you wait.
We're thinking about it.
I mean,
so
we're doing it for us, really.
Oh, that's true. I mean, we do it for us. We just do this for like the posterity of it all.
There's nobody here. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's probably somebody who goes back and watches the VODs and they're like, what
chat.
the
They
fuck is
matter.
happening?
Oh yeah. So
How do you not show up? How is all are you like? Can you like hide yourself?
Yes.
Yes.
I think it's 48.
Yes. Last week was 47.
Okay. So
which would not have known
the
until we said
Mysteries of Selindor episode number 48. Last week the team successfully won the Animus Immolation in the Animus Theater. I should have just called it one thing,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah,
just one thing.
Definitely.
The Animus Thingamadootsie, they fucking won that thing. In a round robin competition at the end, going down to the last round where a giant ape beat they never even found out exactly what it was, the rogue humanoid that was beat into the ground by the massive Bropsy, earned them 3 fractures, one of which seems to be called an achromatic fracture, that they have learned enough about to realize that it's actually I don't know if you guys actually did learn anything other than that it was achromatic. So
and that it basically it does its own thing, but it mostly like can like synergizes with all the other ones,
okay,
right?
so you did find out about it.
Yeah.
Cool. So this looks
We
like
don't know what it does specifically.
Right. This looks like a sphere of clockwork that has intricate and complex designs that most of the people in our group, I say all the people in our group, can't make heads or tails of. Just geometric patterns and gears and sprockets and just ball bearings twisting all over the place.
Did Clary learn anything when he cast Identify? Because he did like his ritual Identify.
All that you use all that Identify reveals about fractures is their source.
Okay, I was just checking.
You had a secondary fracture that was an abyssal fracture. That has what looks like sort of spiky horn-like protrusions around a black twisting, pulsing abyss within it, sort of sphere. And then the last of which that you received seems to be a bright, heavenly, glowing light, surrounded by sort of cloudy wisps. With these 3 prizes in tow, you all found your way back to Cleary's room, and for Grim, back to his mushroom sanctuary at the very top of the Balic Tower that belongs to the what do they call them? Feywild Teachings. That's what they're called.
Feywild Teachings.
That what bullshit name they came up for it. And everybody found rest, finally reaching level 8. Those of you, I assume everybody's finished leveling up. But if not, feel free to take this time while we're recapping.
I don't think I did.
I didn't imagine you did. So with that, reaching level 8, freeing up another slot available, there were some discussions happening about what they might do with these new fractures. However, they would put it off till the morning. Taking rest, Grim had a dream where he met some sort of strange, spore-like female voice.
Mushroom god lady. I don't know.
Something of that nature seemed to reach out to him and say that perhaps she's always been watching him, and was glad that he accepted her invitation. And so, he finds himself waking that morning and looking at his new little mushroom buddy that seemed to be a sort of deflated balloon slipping around with a little tendril off of it. But as it collided and climbed up his body and began fusing with him, blackness took him. And we find ourselves, everybody, waking up the following morning. The sun is pouring through into the room, the very fine room that Cleary has grown very accustomed to within the Phoenix University of Phoenix Academy dorm. And then you can see that everybody's sort of sprawled out as each of you awake on your respective positions. Some people were still, specifically Cleary, was asleep, just sitting upright in his chair. A couple of you are all snuggled up, or just spread across each other on the bed and the floor nearby. And meanwhile, Grim, as you awaken alone in another room, the top, you are looking up, and there is a bed of spores around you. Everybody, you will start with the group in Cleary's room as you greet the day.
Everybody sleep good?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, it was quite nice.
Huh?
Oh, back pain.
Yeah, you really don't have to sleep in a chair.
Oh no, I just dozed off, and I suppose I never got around to moving.
You want to cure wounds?
No, don't waste your spells on such things. I can just do a morning stretch. And as he stretches up, you just remember again how long and lanky Cleary is as he reaches back and his fingertips touch the ceiling of the
I'm
room.
gonna go step behind him and do the arms over his arms and then lean over so it pops his back.
Oh, yes. Oh, God, yes. Please be my roommate.
And then just give him a pat,
Oh, thank you, Midnia. That is such a fine way to start the day. So,
Yeah.
sad that we didn't get to go party, but there's always another time for that.
Yes, always another time, and honestly, after everything went through today, party was maybe not the best idea.
Indeed.
Yeah. So, I mean, should we all go get breakfast? Do we want to see about getting those fractures put in?
I'm not quite there yet myself. Soon, I think I'll be able to perform the rituals for you, but I haven't succeeded in that training just yet.
Right. We could send a message to Idrisma and have him do it if we haven't worn out our goodwill. I suppose we should go meet up with Grim if he's come down from his mushroom yet. And what else do we need to do today? We probably should go shopping and supply up before we go to the next task we have been set. I think they mentioned something about it being elemental stuff, so we would maybe want to get resistance potions or something. I don't really know too much about the different elements, what kind of stuff we might encounter, if it's from different planes. Kind of beyond me a bit, but I know I said we should give the spare 10,000 that we pulled to the orphanage, but maybe we give them our change after we're done buying potions or whatever else. like Mithnir, you could maybe use a little bit more armor.
Wouldn't be a bad idea.
If we
My-
can find
out of
something.
character, my armor has improved. I fixed some stuff.
Oh. What is your AC now?
18.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
A little bit more, like 14.
I was at 16, but yeah.
Before you. Well, that's my proposal.
Well, you all can do whatever you wish. Now that I have received my portion back, I actually would like to secure it back in a safe location. And I also have businesses as prefect of the University of Phoenix. Have those little mongrels that I have to whip into shape every day.
Well, let's head to the calf and get some breakfast.
Well, I'll be seeing you all then. Best of luck.
Now, where's Sophia?
Yeah, we are hearing quite a bit more
Yeah, I was just about to say
background
that.
over there.
Yeah, probably because I didn't talk. As it's probably doing that automatic gain thing, right? That it does.
I thought you were doing push to talk.
Now that I've spoken, has it? I could push to talk, but the thing is, I don't know what buttons are going to do what on other things.
You should be fine
Yeah.
if you set it. Like you can set your button to.
I know what I'll do. I'll do it as like a mouse button. That'll work. Let me do that.
Beach, I'm gonna go outside one more time, and then I'm gonna deal with.
Yeah, I guess we go to breakfast.
Okay, so I assume you're all going to the Logic's Landing and just going just to the main cafeteria hall.
Mm-hmm.
Free foods.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to get your usual supplies. Free breakfast. There are many individuals there from all the different schools. It's comfortable, cozy, familiar at this point. You guys have been here for about a week now, so this is pretty standard stuff for you.
I
Might
have
even
definitely
some
been
passing
avoiding.
friends or
I've been avoiding that guy from our school.
oh yes. Mm-hmm.
I never remember his name.
I've got
Let's
the note
see.
somewhere, but I don't feel like looking for it right now.
I'm just imagining walking through the hall, like talk.
I think it's Caldwell.
Look
but-
away, look back, and you just vanish, and he's walking down the hall the other direction.
Well,
It's
I've
like,
got disguise self, so I can do. If I see him, enter the room, I like quickly change my face. Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are all able to get breakfast, and I mean the time is still yours to determine what you want to do. Like I said, in the week that you've been here, you might have made friends with some passing acquaintanceships with some people that are like you bumped into at the breakfast line once or twice. So you're just doing idle chatter with one another or with them.
Yeah.
Oh, before we go shopping, we should maybe check in with is it Poppy?
well, but Poppy's gonna want us to go fight.
I believe
next
she could also help us with the fractures, and they might even supply us potions, being part of the guild or whatever.
But I don't know that we want her to know that we have
Well,
more.
I mean, she's gonna know anyway.
I think they know anyway. It's like they can see it or smell it on us or something.
Pretty
At
sure
least they
like
have
a
to
lot of
work
people
for it
know
then.
because we just won some huge thing that everybody knows about.
Is anyone
That too.
in the cafeteria looking at us? Like more interested than just a normal like passing by?
Make a perception check.
Oh boy. Yeah. 15.
With a 15, you do notice that there are a couple of individuals that, as you guys are passing by or as they walk by, they're just like, or just like nudging each other. look. It's like, oh, here's the champions. That sort of thing.
Yeah, we should probably take care of those things sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Definitely this morning, I think. I'm cool with going to see Poppy if you want to get Poppy to do it. We could also just have Idrisma do it and pay him, what was it, 500 gold or something. He already knows everything about us anyway, and I actually kind of trust him a little bit more than I trust Poppy. For no good reason, really. I guess because I have to. He's seen everything in my head. He knows everything I ever thought. And if I don't trust him, I might as well just...
We do want to build a rapport with Poppy, right? We're supposed to be working for her.
That's true.
We need to at least be able to look like we can go to her when we get fractures to have them observed.
Yeah, that's fair. You make a good point. I also need to... No, you're right. You're right. We should go to Poppy. Okay. So we want to do that next? We have to
I
get
think
Grim.
we should. Is he close?
Meanwhile,
Grim? You there?
Grim, you wake up alone, or you assumed alone.
We know who's
You
there.
find yourself being poked and prodded and investigated. As you hear,
Rogi likes it. Goskorov. Karnem is going to eat
I know what he's saying. The girl gets too early. What are you saying?
Nothing, I said nothing of the sort. Your people have really grown and changed.
See my new mushroom? Did you see
as
him?
you reach over there, you sort of feel like this sort of slimy, bulbous, almost like fluid on your flesh, like melded into it, and it's just kind of.
This is Filbert.
Oh, hello, Filbert. The cutest barman. Hello, I see you. I see you.
Okay. Well, I should probably go find the other guy because, you can dissect me later, not right now.
No, no, the holy puppy. That's the one.
Like Brogy was using his baby voice there.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Okay, goodbye. Crazy morning. Now.
So, where are you headed?
I guess one, I'll go downstairs. I mean, I'm not. I think now that I have the unlimited soup pot in the first floor, I probably don't need to worry anymore about the berries for now. So I'll probably go down and get some kind of breakfast soup. Don't know what kind of breakfast soup we're making down there.
Yeah, I mean, just roll a d100 and we'll decide what kind of breakfast soup it is. On my breakfast soup table, I have prepared.
You totally do. 54. 54.
54. Oh, buddy, look at that. That's an Asian style breakfast we got going on with some egg drop soup in the morning.
Oh, perfect. There's plenty of protein, and I don't even have to eat a real egg. Just have my own little bowl.
Yeah, man. Here we go. Egg drop. You drop it in, and boop, there's an egg in your soup.
Yes, that does seem to be what the name suggests.
Yeah, man. Eat up. Whoa!
Ooh,
Stop looking at me, man.
And of course, I'm gonna go and I gotta go check on Ernie and see how he's doing before I do anything else too.
Okay,
Just to check on.
Freak out some of the hippies. You can make your way out, and you're gonna go find. Where was he being held at? Was he still with Greshna's?
He does this thing at Greshna. Well, I thought maybe he stayed at the tower. Do they not let him at the tower? He's not allowed there?
I just don't remember where we left him because we missed some weeks, and it's been a while since we've seen him.
Yeah, the last time I sent him to Grishna to work on, and we said that he was big, We rolled a little bit. When did I last roll? A couple weeks ago. A couple of sessions ago.
Okay, yeah, so that's about where he was. I think we had pretty much decided that he was bigger than your average boar now. Like you could ride him now if you were a halfling.
Yeah, but not as a grand.
No, not as
But
a
I just
grand.
want to, I want to have him with me to kind of travel.
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and say that it's easily enough you go and pick up your very best friend and swine companion.
Yes, and then we'll go try to find the others.
Yeah, fair enough. So after doing your, I guess, morning routine at this point, which is check on Ernie, get some breakfast, and then make your way to find the rest of them. Orin, I believe you were sending a message, which will be received.
Yep. Let's see. Grim, you around?
What do you want? Oh wait, no, I'm trying to find you. Hello.
I was just using the ring if you were in range.
Oh, wait, it's not. Oh yeah, there's nobody on the screen. Hello. Am I
Hello,
in
Grim.
there? What? How? Okay, where are you?
We're in the calf. We're gonna probably head to the summer soldiers soon. You coming with us?
I mean, yeah, I just have to go get Ernie because Ernie needs, he needs to go for a walk.
Okay, meet you at the portal.
Okay, over and out.
Okay, so we'll say that Graham, you take some time, you go get Ernie, pick him up from Greshnos. He's looking mighty fat. And you take him to go potty, maybe grab some breakfast, and then you meet up with everybody at the portal that leads from Logic's Landing back to the well, depending on where you want to go, but I assume the summer soldiers.
Mitnir just glances at the return crystal in his pocket.
Okay. So yeah, I would say that it takes about an hour for you guys to rally one another and all meet up at the portal. And then, unless there's anything anybody else wants to do,
I think we'll just head there.
okay, so you save your game, and then you no, I'm kidding.
Save F5.
And then you head through the portal one after the other and arrive in the Summer Grove. Stepping out into the bright sunlight, you can see the sort of beautiful pink leaves falling from the trees around. And just this fresh floral scent in the air that just makes you realize how beautiful this place is. And it's been a while since you've been around something as like natural as this. Being inside the academy for about a week, you've been smelling college students in general, smell of old musty books, grease and oil and this metallic tang, and then being out here is just such a huge change. You feel refreshed as you take to the streets. You've had a thought through the portal, though. You hear, "Hello again. Welcome back, New Death. Please make yourselves at home."
Thank you. I just stride confidently in.
Don't we owe something to go through this portal?
No, I think that's covered by the guild. Summer soldier.
Traveling to from the school, you can travel wherever you want, and they would be collected as a tax. If it was a place like after you arrived, they would have you pay.
Gotcha.
But this is covered by the owners of the portal here, which is the Summer Soldiers. So it's completely covered.
Oh, walk on in. I assume the attendant person, whoever, Never remember their name.
Which side do you go in on?
The usual
Buffy's
side.
secretary.
The usual side. Okay, so as
The
you
left one.
as you pop through the door, you see Dandelion. Nope,
Yeah.
Dandelion was the other one. Right? Didn't we already say that I got wrong on Dandelion? I think it was Dandelion though. They had like the shuffly white hair. They're like, "Oh hey, hi. It's good to see you all.
Yep,
I
we're
heard
back.
about your accomplishments. Well done. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
New death.
Yep.
Really making strides in the academic department.
Yeah, who knew? Not really what we set out to do, but hey, if you are in possession of lemons, you make a cake.
Ooh, lemon cake's delicious.
Yeah.
I do like a good lemon cake.
Is
I heard that one of you went to Feywild's teachings. How's Willow doing?
I don't know any of their names, I'll be honest.
Alright, that's fair enough. You should fit right in there.
Dream is only there for the mushrooms, and then I gave them a pot to make soup, and they love me. But other than that, I sleep upstairs in the dirt. It's great.
Solid. What can I do for you guys?
well, since you may have surmised, we are in possession of some new fractures, and we were wondering if maybe somebody here could help us take those in.
Right on. Well, I'm sure we can situate you with somebody. We don't have anybody on guild staff that's trained to do it, except for, of course, Poppy can.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know if the guildmaster wants to be bothered with something like that, unless you were coming to bring her some sort of earnings as her share. I'm sure she would appreciate that.
Well,
But we're aware that you guys did that in your own academic. You didn't do it as representatives of us. You did it as the representatives of your academic.
we're investing
whatever.
the prize money into supplies for the mission that I was given last time I was here. And the
Right.
fractures should
Mhm.
hopefully help us complete it as well. But we can certainly pay a little bit of a fee if Poppy is available. We can also go find somebody in town. I just thought we should check with you first. First dibs on the money we spend on the fractures, basically, as our guild.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll check with the guildmaster. Give me a sec. And you see that she sort of just stretches and turns her head around a little bit to the side. Looks up, stretches the other way. Yeah, okay. You guys can head up.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Go on up.
Is it just me, or does she not even talk to Poppy?
I guess we'll find out.
As you all find yourselves at the top of the stairs, and then across the sort of bridged area between the two main buildings of the Summer Soldiers, this sort of bridged office where Poppy resides, you see an open door and Poppy sitting and apparently just really truly enjoying flicking at this little purple flower that is in a jar sitting on her desk.
Where she got that from?
Ah,
Oh, hello.
I see our
It's so nice to see all of you.
likewise. I suppose Dandelion told you what we're here for?
Oh no, I haven't spoken to Dandelion all day.
Ah, well, fun little prank then. We have acquired a couple of fractures, and we were wondering if you might be interested in assisting us in taking those in.
Oh, of course I can take those in. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You want them for yourselves. Makes a lot of sense.
We're hoping they'll help on the mission you sent me on for our next task. But we're happy to
Oh.
pay a little bit of a fee or something to put into the guild coffers.
Fair enough. The materials are usually about 500 gold. But I'll tell you what, it is a small paltry fee between friends such as us. And then she gleams at her little flower for a second. She sort of drops to it, her hands on her cheeks and her elbows on the table, and she just goes, "It's so beautiful."
It's quite nice, isn't it? Must be very exciting. Do you have big plans for it?
Oh, my dear, I have such big plans.
Don't we all?
I'd love to hear them
Oh.
someday. I'm very excited to see what comes of that little venture because it was a pain in the butt. But anyway, to business. We have 2 fractures. Did we decide what we want to do with the third one? Do we want to hang on with it? Do we want to just say fuck it and somebody takes it? We're here.
I still think we should hold on to it, but
I was thinking of taking it, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I won't argue with that because the more powerful we all are, the better chance we stand in the next tasks and all the things that might happen ahead. Certainly, after what happened to you, I feel like we all...
Considering the fracture type that I have, I think it's safest to take on this.
As opposed
new
to mixing
fracture.
some random other shit. That's...
Well, as opposed to taking on.
This is a
another of this
really
type.
fascinating conversation. I think
Sorry.
you guys should probably discuss this somewhere else, and then we can meet back up. And
you
can
weren't
take care
busy
of it.
anyway. You were looking at the flower.
I think it's settled. We have 3 fractures to take, one for each of them.
Hold on. At Minier's comment, perhaps he ruffles a bit.
You can just see Poppy's eyes are like locked at you, like with a sort of insanity in her eyes. Like they're wide open and like locked on you, and there's just like an insane screaming behind her eyes.
Just right back to the conversation.
Yep. So 3
God, I
of
can't wait
us
until she murders him.
We appreciate
taking
the help.
on fractures.
Very well. So what fracture did you get for first place?
Well, we got an abyssal that Mitnir has.
And then a celestial for the bird.
Oh, celestial, shiny, fancy,
And then a chromatic one for the celestial.
achromatic. I've heard about those. Oh, those are very rare, dear.
Apparently it's a big deal. We figured we should
Oh, it truly is.
probably take it before somebody comes to steal it from us.
Do you think Primus set it down?
No
Oh
idea.
wait, that's a secret, isn't it?
Who's Primus?
Ooh,
Oh, that one.
I know I've talked too much. I'm not supposed to say that Primus is the headmaster. Oops.
I think I already knew that. It's okay.
Oh, and you're fine with it. That's interesting.
Well, there's not much I can do about it, right? We roll with the punches.
I love it. I love it all. Wonderful. Well, that is quite a prize. Oof. Oh, man. I suppose if we're going to do this right. Oh, those are such fancy fractures. I suppose I might have to take back doing it for free. But I'll do it for a favor.
Oh, yeah?
I want you to find me somebody truly annoying. Just the most annoying person you can find. Sometime before the end of next week. I have a thing I have to do, and I really want to make it terrible for everybody else involved.
Alright. I think we can find it. I feel like we've probably already met a couple.
Wonderful. In that case, how do you all feel about making sure this is done right?
I mean,
Yeah.
we prefer it done right.
Wonderful. She gestures towards you, and then your vision is just filled with this sort of flowing, turning red petals that just sort of encompass your entire view. It's like something that was happening on Broadway with all the fabrics flying and like covering the entire visual array in just this sort of block of color. And then as it finally flips out of your vision, you find yourselves all sitting in a field. Light pouring in from the trees above. Patch of dirt in the middle, already set up with candles and sigils on the floor. You look around and you do not see Poppy. Instead, you see a much taller, more robust woman who is lounging on the ground in front of you, completely covered in the most beautiful and elegant weaving of vines and leaves you've ever seen. Teased red hair cascading all about her body in the ground, littered behind her some 15 to 20 feet. Her eyes pitch black, and a similar face to the Poppy that you know. And she says,
I feel I can breathe so much better here.
Beautiful
So,
place.
indeed. Mm. Welcome to District Solaris.
Oh.
That's in the interior circle, isn't it?
It is, dear. So, who's first?
and as she like twists herself up, you see her hair sort of picks up, and you can see at the end of it there are fireflies at the end of each branch of her hair, and they begin to braid it as they dance around one another. And so there's this sort of just cascade of light behind her head as her hair begins to twist into all these different intricate weaves. She sits herself into a sort of like crisscross applesauce position, puts her hands out, and as she does, she lifts her fingers and all of the candles light. This very like sense of peace all around you as the entire area begins to like darken. Just a little bit of light peering in the single sunbeam into the middle of this patch of dirt.
How
Who's
about
first?
Ropsy? She hasn't done one yet.
Yeah.
Oh, a virgin. I'm kidding,
I have
darling.
that song stuck in my head. Damn it.
What song is that, dear?
Regale me.
Perhaps his feathers are a little ruffly. She.
Well, dear, bring forth your fracture.
She hops closer.
Yeah, as you hop into the circle, you feel the sense of warmth fill all around you.
Oh.
Your eyes open for the first time. You feel not horrible in this moment. You don't know if you feel truly happy, but you don't feel bad. And with everything around you, you are just completely aware of nothing except for you and her.
Mm-hmm.
Please, dear.
I hand over the fracture.
As you hold it out in your little clawed hand, see this sort of bright light swirling. This sort of here in this darkness, it could be nothing but clouds.
Mm-hmm.
And you begin to gesture towards it, and it begins to float in the air. It says,
Straight from the seven heavens. Interesting. That is a very, very, very large fracture for such a very little bird. Well, shall we begin?
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes, dear. And breathe.
you get this sense of like incense burning around you,
Mm-hmm.
and everything begins to go dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel something warm and bright, enter into you. And your vision is suddenly filled with light, and everything else fades away, except for this blinding, searing light. From this dark, comfortable place, you feel radiance all around you. And as your feathers begin to peel back from in front of your face, adjusting to the light, you look ahead and you see clouds in all directions. You're standing on what looks like the top of a mountain. Before you, there is stretching and growing out of the stone what looks like crystals that are arcing straight from where you are out into the distant sky above you. There is a very warm breeze. You feel a presence looming behind you. Well then, who's this one then? A voice from far above you, louder and very full, filling the whole area with its voice. It's definitely a woman of some kind.
Hello?
Hello. And you see as a foot steps next to you, and it's almost as big as you.
Ooh.
As she steps out in front, and you see wings, a span of some 50 feet. 3 sets of them, stacked on top of each other, as a 25-foot tall angelic being, clad in armor, walks, twists a massive sword, and sets it down in front of this crystalline rise. Oh, how did a little bird like you make it here? It's funny. This is not a place where a mortal being like you belongs.
I took a fracture to honor my adopted son.
She looks at you, confused, and then says, "Oh, are you here to return my feather?"
Your feather?
You look, and in your hand there's a big-ass feather.
Oh. Here, I hold it out to her.
She smiles at you. Zero hesitation. A lovely quality.
It's yours.
She reaches out and she takes it between her fingers. Says, "Do you know where you are, dear?" And as she places her hands together, she claps them, and there's a sort of blinding light for a second as these wings that you could not imagine could be any more resplendent just brighten even more. And as you see 2 of her wings get significantly more vibrant and broader, fuller.
Cool.
You are in a place where only the very best creatures can ever make it.
Oh.
You're in a place that takes eons to reach. The summit before the final summit. It is a place where a creature like you should not belong. But I do find your purity intriguing.
Oh.
So I shall guide you, little one.
Well, thank you.
She reaches out and touches a finger to your beak.
Ooh.
And I need you
Boop.
to roll me.
Got booped.
I got
Roll me a. Well, it's going to be a D100 still, but you are being guided, so that comes with it some special circumstances.
Okay.
Don't roll a 54 or you're going to get an egg drop fracture.
Shit. I just roll the D100, yeah?
Yep.
Is it? Okay. There's an 88.
88.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's obviously time travel fracture.
I see. I can feel it within you.
beautiful, light, caring. There's so much. But to help those in front of you, to help them more, I truly think this is a good one for you. But if you wish, I can push it further, just this once. If you wish. And you gain more power for yourself instead of for others. This is my choice to offer you, darling, for returning my feather and for being so kind.
Doing things for myself has never been my way. It would feel wrong to start now.
A beautiful choice.
You feel light pour into your body. You feel power. And you feel release. And you begin to cry. See, as you do, your feathers curled up in front of you. You have them covering your face with your hands as well. And the next thing you hear is Poppy's voice saying, "Welcome back, dear." Oh, well, that's quite instant, isn't it?
What?
As you begin to pull your feathers back, all of you see Bropsy's feathers pull back, and you see that the tips of her wings are pure white.
Whoa.
Just the tips of all the feathers. And they are almost silver in the way that the light hits them.
Got that frosted tips look.
I know. I got the frosted tip. She's got like the bleached tips.
It's whole feathers that are mostly like, it's almost like the whole tip of the longest feathers on their wings and on the tip of her tail. But they are pure white to the point where they almost look silver.
Nice.
Platinum blonde. Cool. You're just gonna like inspect her feathers for a bit.
Very pretty.
They are very shiny. They're very shiny. They seem to almost glow. And you will get a really fucking cool one.
Can I know what it would have been if I accepted her help?
Nope.
God damn it.
Because maybe you'll get that next time.
Oh, okay.
It is being sent to you.
Okay. Cool.
Could put that in your notes.
Oh.
So, as you feel this light fill your body, and a sense of calm, you sort of feel at peace for the first time in a long time. And you can meditate with that if you want. You can let your character meditate on that, or she can go back to reality quickly. It's up to you. But in this space, for now, she feels very at peace.
I want to meditate.
All right. So you guys watch, and she says, "Oh yes, dear. Please take your time." And as she gestures, you find yourself just enveloped in this sort of warm glow. And you guys watch this as she gestures. Bropsy is sort of in a seated position, is sort of like shifted into the weeds and just sort of hugged into it.
Who's next?
Look at Ard. It's just like,
Mitnir, go on.
okay. I'll go forward.
Ah, yes, you.
More insanity behind her eyes.
Just stare right back into her eyes, just like,
So, you. Interestingly peering into the abyss. What would your forefathers think?
I'm gonna have a story to tell.
Fair enough. It's your choice, either way. Come, dear. And all the new candles seem to have just appeared out of nowhere and are all lit. Find your center, if you have one.
Mitnir will sit down like he's seen Arn do when Arn's meditated,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just like completely mimic it. Like, I know where my center, like just completely no idea what he's doing, but just mimics the movement.
Good. Surprisingly. Now your fracture.
Right. He opens his mouth and like pulls it out from like up in his back jaw area. And he's like,
That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
She says, "Oh,
God.
no one else is gonna reach in there after it.
oh no, very much so.
Thought he was a dragon, but he's really a chipmunk.
So, I shall help you find your center on this, but it's up to you to make it work. Focus." And as you watch this thing pull apart from you, and then suddenly silence. And as you feel something press into your chest, just chill. Immediately shivers down your spine and through your nervous system. You hear and you feel in your chest. And as it does, light begins to fill your vision just slowly in the distance, a pulse of blue light. And with it, a small arc of electricity coming off of this familiar sight in the distance. You find yourself standing in the halls, leading forward to where you know there to be a dragon and a small pedestal with light source that matches your heartbeat. You know that the water that you step on never sinks. You know that the statues on either side are of Dragonborn. Ones you've never seen of, faces you don't recognize, fully clad in armor. You know what this place is usually like, but it was never this cold. You can see that there's darkness swelling in the distance beyond where the massive pillars rising between each of these statues sit on either side. And as you begin to walk your way down, you see that there's frost at their feet and ice across the surface of the water. You make your way to the familiar pedestal sitting on a rise, barely illuminating a figure in the distance, and yet also very close, strangely. As you approach, what would you like to do?
Kind of glance at the statues, see what they're doing again, see if there's any movement out of them as there was previously.
Make a perception check.
14.
With a 14, they don't seem to have moved much, but you can tell that their faces have a sort of eye of caution looking down at you. They're sort of side-eyeing you. As you approach, you hear and you see little arcs of lightning come out of the nostril flare of this massive, sort of metallic-looking dragon.
You have returned, small child.
Not completely of my own will, but yes.
It has become quite cold.
I think that might be my fault.
I see you have brought more darkness with you.
Just kind of nods.
This is the choice that you are to make. Will you continue to pursue the darkness? I will not stop you in the pursuit of power. It is entirely your decision to make. The freedom is yours. But if you're doing this, not knowing there's another way, know that I will guide you if you only ask.
I think as of now, I'd just ask for your help. Not necessarily for another way, but depending on how these go, to find my way back.
See that as it looks up at you, its eyes like slightly open, the blue burning inside them. You see there's sadness in them.
I understand. It is the least I can do. But remember, there will be a time, if you keep going down this road, that you will see your mistakes reliving the past of ancient dragons before you. Though they might have not been the worst ending, there was much strife and sorrow and pain along the way for the final light at the end. Be careful. It's near. If you are now taking this in, I shall guide you.
I would appreciate that. And perhaps in the future, this conversation will be at another time when it's not requiring a choice.
Well, feel the power into you, and believe I will guide you towards the best path within this darkness. Somewhere I can bring back something that relates to my core and yours.
And as it breathes towards you, you see a twist of arcing lightning begins to move over your body. And as it does, your vision flashes, and I need you to roll a D100.
D100. Wait me. 71.
71.
This one works for you. I feel it. Falls into your purview, but not what you could be. You may accept this, become the iron wall. Something that cannot be stopped. Or you can embrace the heart within you that beats with lightning. You can turn towards this darkness and embrace it for power. The choice is yours. A stalwart shield, or a savage within the heart, the bestial side.
He'll go with the lightning.
Wait.
You were saying choose, right?
Yes.
So away from the darkness, right? Towards like the lightning heart or whatever.
The lightning heart. Towards
Yeah.
the heart.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So you're taking the heart of savagery.
time that I will guide you through this, and hopefully one day it will take on a brighter form. Until then, do not fall ill to power. Mitner Uxbahamati.
And as the light flashes in your eyes, you look around and see the people around you. And you guys look and you see massive horns of a metallic hue pulling off of the top of Mitnir's head in a sort of jagged arc, almost like a minotaur.
Well, that's new.
Mitnir looks down himself.
Your head got bigger.
My head's this. Oh.
I pull out my mirror from my that I got from peering around corners.
Just like. Those are definitely new.
Welcome to the club.
Orin doesn't have big giant horns, does he?
He has little horns.
Little goat horns.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe
okay.
yours will get bigger and Mitnir's gonna
Yeah.
tap Orin's horns.
Yeah. And your new horns come out like this and then sort of twist up like that. They're not like
Yeah.
They're just like about here. But they come off the front of your brow and sort of twist back and sort of horn up like that. Sort of like
Oh, that's just always an interesting experience.
Like a makeover you didn't ask for. You
That
never
part
know what
too.
people are going to give you.
I just gotta find you so I can send this freaking new ability to you.
I kind of wish we could see what happens in between for everyone.
Between?
So, tell you about it later.
There you go. Heart of Savagery.
Your turn, Arn, and kind of gives Arn just a little nudge.
Yes. As Mitnir gets off the ground, just these. You guys watched as his skull, while he was sitting there, just sort of began to like pulse, and you could see like electricity arcing over his body, and then like just sort of electric horns started ripping out of his skull off to the sides, and then like as like they sort of just arced off, you just see these sort of like almost like because of like with the sort of frosted tips, like by the end it would almost look like a sort of cobalt color on his horns going off the sides.
Crazy.
Seti, can I get the fracture?
Oh, I forgot I had it. Right. Got on my bag.
Thank you.
luck.
Oh, interesting. I was always curious what this might be. Oh, it is indeed from Primus. It is an interesting choice. Well, if you please find your center, monk.
She gestures, new candles lit.
Not a problem. Go into meditation mode.
You watch as it begins floating.
It should be an easy trip for you, dear.
But I don't want to know where you're all going. And as you feel this thing pierce into your body, you just sort of hear the sounds of gears twisting and turning and grinding. Your mind almost begins to scream for a second, and then suddenly you open your eyes. Your fingers dig through diamonds, infinitesimally small.
Oh, crap.
You see as shifting up your arm and down the sands, fracturing like glass, this sort of every color wave. You look up you see the beginning as the still water of the shore heads out. You see the beginning of the black thing rising out, the astral skies beyond. As you look up, you find that this is a smaller tower than the one you've seen before. You see the twisting and turning and writhing of the black tower with which you're familiar, but this one doesn't seem as foreboding. However, as you look to its peak, expecting to see something looking back at you, you instead see a glowing figure. Wings coming out from its back, sitting in a meditative position. You see yourself, marked with glowing runes, the ones that remain on you, on your chest. You see this thing sitting atop this twisted mound, turning and moving slowly. In your hand you hold the fracture, and you see yourself above. What would you like to do?
So it looks like how I look now?
Mm-hmm. Except for it's completely glowing. Pure light, wings out.
Hello up there?
There's no response.
What are you doing in this place?
There's no response.
I will bamf out my wings and fly up to it.
Okay. As you bamf out your wings and start to fly up to it, you see the sort of pulse ripple as a sort of fractal goes across your wings themselves as they form. As you begin flying up, you see the tower begins to move and shift. The tentacles begin to reach at you. I need you to make me a dexterity check.
Ooh. Just a check.
Or you can make a dexterity saving throw. Would be the correct one. 21. You easily evade them as you fly to the summit. You see that these twisted tentacles begin to calm. So you're almost like as if you're just beyond their reach. But you see that they are wrapped around the legs of your bright, spirit-like form at the top of this small tower. You see that there are tentacles running up its back that are digging into the back, the nape of the neck. And you see there's a gaping hole in the middle of his chest. Just barely covered, you can see the glowing runes hovering about 4 inches in front.
But it's just a glowing figure?
It looks like you.
Okay, so there are like facial
but it's
details and everything.
pure energy.
So it's my silhouette, but pure energy, basically.
And you can see the features. It's like if Orin had gone full avatar mode.
Okay. I'm gonna step close to it.
So you're gonna land on the tower?
Yep.
As you do, you see that the bits of tentacle sort of like retracting slightly, just sort of like flinching away at the light. And then sort of like re-grabbing around both you and it slowly.
I'm going to reach forward and say, I think it's time you come back where you belong. And I'm going to embrace it and then attempt to take it with me off the tower.
Make a strength check or athletics check.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say it only would be fitting here, Finn. And Aaron dies. Yep.
Third time's the charm.
22.
22? Oh boy. I actually have to roll. I didn't think there was gonna need to be a roll for this one. Where's my dice? Where's my dice?
Oh, I have them.
I do have my dice. Roll a d20 for me, babe.
Ooh. I don't know if I want her to roll. She rolls too good. Roll low.
What am I rolling?
D20.
At 20.
What is it? 1.
So as you grab this figure and you begin to fly, the tentacles begin to wrap around you, grasping around your legs, your wings, trying to pull you down, and then suddenly you feel the surge of energy as you begin to break free. You take it and you begin flying. The tentacled mass begins to twist and writhe and scream. And then you see, coming out of its back, there's still the tentacle attached to the side of its skull. The base of the skull, pulling back against you.
Can I try and take it out?
Make... This is such a weird thing. Make
Yeah,
a
it is.
wisdom... Make a wisdom check. Just a wisdom check.
Okay. 16.
16. Babe, can you roll for me? D20.
13.
13. Okay. So as you begin to try to force this thing to let go of you, or to let go of this thing that looks and feels like you feel suddenly that you had flown so far away, like you were back right where you were. As if all of space had twisted and pulled you back. The next thing you know, as you pull onto this thing, you find yourself directly at the top of the tower once again, your wings being held down by all the tentacles pulling out of it. It begins pulling you forward and down into it. You have one last moment. What would you like to do?
It's still me with my bright self.
Right now, you know you are getting pulled under.
Is it just me now, or is it me and the glowy boy?
The glowy boy seems to just be sitting, to be like sort of like screaming and like writhing in pain at the top of the tower, being held in by this tentacle, and then the rest of them are just pulling you down the tower and him away from you. You have one last action. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. Well, I know it doesn't like radiant light very much. So I'm going to just charge up a big old radiant sunbolt and blast it into the tower as I try and break free.
I want to break free. Okay. Do a attack roll for me. And you're trying to beat a 26.
Well, that's a 10.
Total?
Yeah. Rolled a 3.
Yeah, so you try to do it, and as you do, you realize you still have the orb in your free hand. And as you go to light it, you just send light into the orb, and it begins like sort of like shining and like glowing in your hand, and you're like, fuck. You know you're going down. And as your hand reaching forward, you can see like the light still pulsing in your hand as you're enveloped by the tentacles. I need your only D100. I don't know what I had done if you'd have actually gotten away there.
I don't know what. I didn't really know what to do. 24. Oh boy, so low.
My only thought was to put the fracture inside the hole in your silhouette. Just be like, here you go. I filled it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Where are you at? I'll find you. Last time I DM'd, here we go. There you go. It's kind of a cool one for you, actually. So you watch, as you get swallowed, you feel something change fundamentally about you. When you open your eyes, you guys see, as he is sitting there, just trying to find you guys. Where the hell? Oh, there we go. As he's sitting there, you watch, there's just this sort of like pulsing flashes where this sort of fractal, like it's almost like shattering glass, it dances over his body as it collides and like pulses off of him. And it does it again and again. You see his wings bamf out, and it continues to just do this sort of strange pulse over his body until eventually you see that pulse goes through every function. Like, instead of just looking like it's something that's happening once, almost like mystique crawling over his body, it does it one last time. But as it does, you see sort of mechanical parts twisting and moving around over his body, and inside of this sort of shifting of matter. And as it comes back into focus, you guys watch and you see Orin sitting there panting, cold sweat. Orin, you look at your hands and you're staring at them, and where you had held in your hand the ball, the fracture, you see that it has burned itself into your skin, and you see bits of metal forming geometric patterns that run up your arm in a trickle, like in a sort of like futuristic tech is the only way I could think to explain it, moving up your arm and in your hand. And you have the new ability that I showed you.
Sweet.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, I think so.
A bit worried about that one.
Whew, me too. That was quite something to behold. Well then,
It was a weird experience.
much fun.
You
Now again, find me somebody very annoying, and
Yes.
remember,
When do you need them by?
by the end of next week.
End of next week. Okay.
And what do you need them for? Besides just annoying?
To annoy
Like-
other people.
It's like he doesn't even know. It's like he doesn't even know how to behave properly.
He's just really
Tut,
good at
tut,
hitting
tut.
things.
I imagine so. Looks very buff.
Thank you. We'll have your annoying person by the end of next.
Oh yes. Where would you like to be returned to?
The academy, I suppose.
Oh, I like it. Not afraid to say what you want. Bye now. See you next time.
And in like a sort of, the petals once again just like sort of parting in front of you. You guys find yourself standing in Logic's Landing, and all these sort of red flower petals just sort of fall off of you into the wind, sort of turn to ash.
I wanted to know if these are going to be annoying, like higher up people or like the generic people at the guild. Like,
Well-
who were they going to be annoying?
We all agree we're going to center Gary, right?
I mean, yeah.
Right. So
We'll probably have to pay Gary.
sure, that's fine. I just hope
Gary?
he's going to be okay afterward.
Who's Gary?
The gnome guy
the
that was the
stand-up
comedian.
comic.
Stand up comic in the bar.
I forgot about Gary. Oh God, no! He's gonna think it's his big break, you assholes. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to the Nexus. Ooh, you guys suck."
Pretty perfect choice.
All right.
You guys suck so much.
It's either that or
I-
Brogy, so you know.
I actually had that idea already about sending the comedian from the,
Yeah.
the stand-up comic. Like that was as
So
soon as the annoying
beautiful.
person, I was like, I
Yeah.
got one.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, so as you guys find yourself sitting there, some of you feel lighter, some of you feel heavier, but all of you that just underwent that process feel more powerful. Also, you guys notice now, I forgot to mention it when you first saw Graham again. Not only does he have a much larger pig with him, when you look at his neck, you see a sort of like silvery looking mushroom, you guess, with sort of like strands moving over it, and what looks like an eyeball right in the center of it that's looking at you. And then you see that it's not alone. There are more spores that like young looking spores moving around it that all have these little eyes and this sort of like a
Graham,
wet
what's up with
gray-
your mushrooms today?
And is it contagious?
Why are they looking at me?
There's a Filbert and his little buddies.
Who? What?
This is Filbert.
Gilbert.
Is
it like-
Gilbert.
Is it like is it sentient? Why does it need eyeballs?
It's a mushroom with eyeballs.
Mushrooms don't have eyeballs.
Yeah.
Why are you so good? Oh, you can suddenly everybody's a mushroom expert.
Well, I've never seen one with eyeballs. I'm not ruling out they exist. I'm just wondering what the deal is.
There,
And why it's-
there are living mushrooms.
Is it eating you?
No, it's just my buddy. He's got his little tendrils dug into me, but that's fine.
Grim makes strange friends.
Yeah. We all do. Alright, well, I'll try not to be creeped out by it.
Oh, good luck.
And, I see Arnie's eating well. Soon we will have a battle pig, yeah?
Yes, and then I'll have armor made for him, and he will be a mighty battle pig. Won't you, Ernie?
Forgot I was Ernie.
There you go.
Very
Good
nice.
boy, Ernie. By the way, the whole time you guys were doing your fractures, Grim was just like giving Ernie belly rubs. He did not pay attention to any of that. Totally
Didn't
totally
even notice
oblivious.
we went to the inner nexus.
Yeah, I didn't know. It's like, oh, we're in the field now. That's cool. You want to roll around the player?
How's everybody feeling? Okay? You know, I don't know how these fractures work really that well, but we all just, have a little piece of something, some other entity, something bigger inside of us now, and I don't know if that's like a two-way street or what, but we are feeling okay. No big dark evil things or
It kind of goes like,
oh. Well, they are abyssal shards, I guess. That's maybe not surprising, but are you okay?
You have a feeling that you probably get annoyed a little faster now than maybe you used to.
it's like physically, yeah, I'm fine. It's just Does anyone else, talk to, like, old relative type thing, when you do the whole fracture thing?
I mean, I talked to Lady Hyacinth. Oh god, I don't.
I hope that'd be weird.
I talked to a giant voice in the sky. It's like I don't know.
Okay, so it's not completely weird.
You talk to a relative, like a grandparent, or
Kinda. It depends on if you believe, we came from dragons.
oh well, I thought. Did you not? Is that like a myth?
I mean, there's
There's
stories,
a lot of speculation.
but it's not like anyone actually has, a direct lineage to prove it.
Oh,
Like we got all the stories. I could tell you stories for weeks about it, but
Sure. Sure, yeah, I guess not everybody keeps like records of those things. Like certificate, papers.
Anybody who wants to can make a history check to see what they know about the origin of Dragonborn.
Sure. I've studied. Ooh, that is a 17.
As far as you know about Dragonborns, they are a race that is very similar to dragons, and some say that the early ones were originally created by during the Age of Dragons by one, if not more, of the dragon gods. But that's
I will
all
also make a roll. I mean,
stories and speculation for the most
the time
part.
to learn their language, I probably know a little bit about dragons.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
I was gonna say, like,
13.
me is me.
You know,
There's
about the same
stories.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's stories about how it is, but historically speaking, I mean, it's the same as any other race. Like, the lineage can be traced back to X and X and X years, but
Yeah,
how it
nobody
truly
really
started
knows.
was lost during technically, if we're going with Faerun stuff, the Spell Plague. That's when a lot of that information was lost. All the magical archives collapsed. Pretty much any information before that time was, unless it was written down in an actual book, gone.
Yeah, well. Then maybe this is proof, or maybe it's like some kind of fever dream.
Yeah.
Or just some random abyssal dragon thing. That's just. Talking to you. Grim has a voice in this guy, apparently.
Maybe. I mean, you're just kind of obviously like perturbed a little bit, like facial expression.
Maybe we'll learn more. Further we go in all this. Structures we get, the more esteem we get, the more connect. Lapsy, how about you?
Still in a meditating bubble.
She's still meditating. She's not even with you guys. She's still back in there.
It's still the other round.
No,
He's like,
she-
oh, I forgot that one in the weeds.
Well, speaking of which, with that, as you guys notice, Bromsey's not with you yet. We'll go ahead and take our break. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys, and we'll give these players a chance to review their new abilities, finish any preparations they need for level 8 in case they want to go do some more dungeoning with the rest of the section. We'll find out in the second half.
Back in 5.
And we're back, guys.
Oh, gotta give it a sec.
And we're back now, guys.
Hold on, we're back.
Yeah.
And we're back, guys.
And we're back.
So, go ahead and continue your conversation as if nothing happened. They were talking about what they were going to do next before we remembered that we had to take this live.
We'll wait for when our class schedules kind of sync up to where we all have like a maybe 4-day gap in our commitments. And
Oh shit, we're supposed to take classes?
I'm
that
not
is
sure your school
generally-
has classes.
generally the point of school, yeah, but your school is pretty loose with
His
the
school does not require that he
concept of
take any
school.
classes.
So
Good is like doing this alchemy stuff and everything, but yeah.
No one
That's
ever
got it.
graduates from Feywild teachings.
So we gave Clary back his 10,000, yes?
Yes, he did.
All right. So we have 10,000 to
Also,
spend.
Bropsy, you've got a new week starting. So
Oh,
you can
for them.
pick another animal to start.
Oh,
I recommend
Getting
us
I
not
wouldn't
to.
even know. Haven't looked at this.
Yeah, but you don't have to pick that right now. Just think about it in
Okay.
the future. That's your homework for after
Alright.
the session.
Oh god, I hate homework.
Oh, that reminds me.
Oh,
Your-
Bropsy's there next to you now. She woke up from her meditation.
Oh, yes. Hello. Harry's deep in a trance.
I was asking if you were feeling okay after your encounter with fracture.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah? It
It
went
was-
well?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
that's-
nice.
That's good. Alright, so we have 10,000 gold to spend/donate to orphans. Maybe we all just take 2,000 each and then see what we can do with it. We need to prepare for a really difficult adventure. Maybe some definitely healing potions. Make sure you're well stocked on those, and maybe some potions to resist certain elements if those are within the budget. What do people think about, you know, the elemental planes and stuff? I don't really know that much. So if anybody has any.
You get gold, wear a sweater.
Sure,
Can
yes.
Roxy do a history check for this, considering she came from one of those?
Our jar is also at 3 weeks now.
Yes.
Oh yeah, weren't we gonna open it at like 21 days?
Yes, we can open it.
Yeah,
It's
you can
at
open it
21
now.
days.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the courtyard.
Not in the cafeteria or yeah. We'll go back to somebody's room first and
Okay. So you guys going back to that room now to open the jar? What's happening?
sure.
Might
Our
as
only
well.
option is Bropsy's room because we can't go to our rooms.
Let's just go to Cleary's room.
Yeah, we'll go to Clary's, that's fine.
We know where it is.
Yeah. There's
If
a
it's
spare key
open.
under the mat. Nah, Seti just has a spare key.
Yeah, I figure at this point.
Maybe Mitnir has the spare key. It's like, be my roommate. You guys have a spare key to clear.
We both have a spare key. Wait, how is there 3 key? What?
I'll give my keys out to all my friends.
It's gonna be the first thing I make with my new ability.
Copy
I want to hold that. I want to imagine that he gives all of his quote unquote friends keys, but we're the only people who've actually used it.
Yeah.
Comes back to his room and it's a mess.
Okay, so you guys arrive at Cleary's room. Get yourselves comfortable. Probably make a little bit of a mess. Go through his fridge because he has an actual refrigerator.
Definitely raid the fridge.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of chemical components that are trying to stay cold in there. That may or may not get spoiled whenever you guys leave the fridge open because you don't know how it works.
Hey, I'm pretty smart. I think I could figure it out.
I mean,
I
yeah.
feel like he would have explained that to us too. First time when we were like, "Ooh, what's this?"
He forgets that you guys are the type of people that will raid his fridge when he's not around. So, yeah. So you guys are in Claire's place, making yourself comfortable.
I mean, we don't have to stay here long.
Yeah, we're just here to open the jar in privacy. So let's see what we got.
All right, who's rolling for this sucker? It's a D100, I believe. This is the most important D100 of your
Wait,
life.
Who has the jar on them?
Bropsy does.
I'm not doing it.
Don't hate me when I roll bad.
I mean, you can give the jar to someone else.
If you want,
I'm
you
not
can
doing
also
it.
have me roll it. You can always blame the DM when it's bad.
I don't know. I don't want to be left with this decision.
I'd rather do it than have the DM do it.
Okay, Seti does it. Or did you want me to
Here
do
we
it?
No, too late.
You
Too
want to roll
late.
with real dice right here?
No.
No, Seti, Seti received the honor.
All right, here we go. 65.
Somebody has the chart.
I don't.
I don't.
Generates one mundane perfect copy of the incubated item.
Hey!
Times 3. So you just got 3 exact replicas. So when you open it up, there are 4 diamonds.
That's good because there was 1,000
Hey.
gold diamond that was in there.
So we have 4,000 gold in diamonds.
Yes.
Cool.
That's pretty
I
nice.
marked it down. Put one of them back in.
Yeah, we need the what? We need to put one back in the jar.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with
Unless
the jar.
there's something else we would like to put in the jar.
I
Don't
can't
forget,
think
you
of
can
anything
always
better
put
than the
magical
diamonds.
items in the jar as well.
At
At big risk
Yeah.
of them getting destroyed.
Yeah,
but
there's like I don't think we want to risk the sleeping maiden statue. It would be a bit
I don't think that
like
would
that.
It's not gonna
Yeah.
fit. It's not.
I think we're
It's not
good
that
with the
small.
diamond because everyone needs diamonds.
Yeah, diamonds are nice. They're you need them for certain spells, but then we can sell the copies, and
And honestly, I
some
can't think if
money.
we have any items that are small enough that
Well,
we
like,
actually need copies of.
I could put a luck stone in there, and then everybody could have a luck stone eventually if it worked out. But also, I'd really hate to lose my luck stone. It's really quite helpful.
But if it's actually lucky, then shouldn't it come out just fine?
You would think so, but I feel like the jar has its own luck that maybe negates the luck of anything inside of it.
I mean, we could always put this ring of telekinesis in there and make copies of that, and then everyone can have one.
If you want.
You could just sell the rings of telekinesis if they actually copied perfectly.
Right.
I don't know how much those are worth, but I think it's pretty good.
It's a very rare item.
Yeah. Don't know how or why you got that, but I did allow it to happen.
I don't know how we got it either.
I don't remember. The diamond is a good choice. It's just we should consider it before we just shove anything in.
That's probably I don't think I have anything terribly put in. Nothing better than the diamond. So whatever y'all want to do is fine.
I feel like the diamond is the most consistent thing that we could put in.
That is a good money maker.
Mhm.
And we're not
How many diamonds would you like to put in?
that we can only put one thing in?
You can put in whatever fits.
I think one is smart, and then give it a couple leaks each time.
We could put
Well,
in-
we have 4
We
right
could
now.
put two.
So we could keep 1 to use, sell 1 for 1,000 gold, and then put 2 in the jar, and hopefully
Next time you would get 6.
next
or
time,
8.
yeah, next time we would.
Unless,
This
I
is how
didn't do good.
gambling works.
yeah, I don't like gambling.
Well, we were putting in 25 cents before, and now we're talking about putting in 50 cents.
But you've already made 50 cents.
So, Propsy has 4,000 1,000 gold diamonds and 10 500 gold diamonds.
Shove in the
Genuinely don't
500
remember
diamonds.
those.
Yeah, you guys are literally just... You guys are just devaluing diamonds at this point. Like, at
But we
some
have to
point,
be
like,
smart about how we sell them, right? We can't just sell them all at once.
Well,
You
we know
could.
they're used for
Crash the market. We
spells
don't
that
care.
bringing people back. So
They're very valuable. Than just cents. I vote we put 2 in I'm feeling very lucky today.
I'm okay with putting 2 in.
I have to let
Sorry.
the cat out though.
She has 5 1,000 gold diamonds because I already assumed we put 1 back in.
Okay, so you could put 3 in, or you could put
No,
2 in.
2. 2. 2's good.
How
So
many
you've got
500
3.
gold? How many
Yeah.
500 diamonds? You said 10?
There's 5 1,000 gold diamonds and
Yeah.
10 500 gold diamonds.
I kind of just want to put in all 10 of the 500 if they fit.
Well, don't we need those for some other spell too? Like 500 versus 1,000?
Can't you use a bigger diamond? Like,
Well, sure,
I
but
mean,
then you don't.
Good, but it's wasteful. I think Revivify needs a 300 gold diamond. I think Raise Dead is 500 gold diamond.
It's 1,000.
Sure.
I don't know.
The level 7th one is 1,000.
your call. I'm okay with either one.
And then the level 9th one is like 25,000 or something ridiculous.
I vote the 2 1,000. Just, we'll see how it goes.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, so
Put
you
3.
guys put the.
Does it only fit 2?
No, you could
It is
definitely
good.
fit 3.
But 2 means we've already covered the investment off of the luck of the first one, which means if it fails, we lose nothing.
Our profits.
Well, technically we started with 1,000 gold diamond, and now we have 5 of them and 10 500 gold ones. So they're all profits.
He's right. We should put 3 in.
No, we should do 2 and be smart and not get greedy before we end up with nothing and then we're hacked.
Right, because
There's
right
been a
now we
lot
need
going up with
money.
nothing.
Right now we need money, so I think we should sell a couple of
How
the
about
extras.
The 2 1,000s and 2 500s.
Will that work? Does it have to be the same item?
I don't know.
I'm still voting just the 2 1,000 gold.
2 1,000s, we can sell some other 500s if we really need money for other stuff.
Yeah, we probably don't need 10 of them. Maybe
Yeah.
1 for each of us. 5. We can sell the other 5.
Alright, so we'll
You
just do
guys
2
don't know.
1,000s.
Whatever you want to do here, Ox, is fine. Grim does not care.
You guys don't know how this magic item works.
Wants to drop in a 3rd diamond.
No.
I've marked it down for 2 1,000 gold diamond.
Mhm.
Okay. And it seals and frosts over, and it just looks like a crystal jar now.
Fuck. Try to get her to come stay with me. But no, I want out. Where does she go? Anyway.
Hey, taking my headphone completely off.
Anything for head scritches.
Okay, so again, it's all you guys what you want to do.
All right.
As a DM, I've checked out. You guys just let me know, and I'll.
So, moderate amount? How much shopping do we really need to do, like, out of character? Like,
Potions.
So you know
HP
that this is going
potions.
to be some sort of elemental challenge, and the nature of it is a bit flexible. And you've also, at this point, I can say you've investigated enough to know that you can't die in this dungeon.
Right, I think she did tell us that.
Right. So realistically, we need health potions, potentially elemental resistance potions.
Anything that can keep us going longer, like maybe the Watchful Rest potions. I already have 2 of those, but that's not enough for everybody. Obviously, I can catnap now. I learned that in my studies, but I can only do that so many times. Does use a lot of energy, so and that's just a short rest. It makes a short rest 10 minutes
You've
for
also
3 people,
You've also been informed that you can take a short rest
but not a long
at
one.
the maximum, but not a
Right.
long one.
Okay, so never mind the Watchful Rest potion.
And is there any gear specifically that anyone can think of? I can think of one item for me, but might be a little pricey.
What's that? Oh,
Bracers,
bracer,
I think.
armor bracers. Well, I think that's a good investment, though. If we want to put the money we took to that use, let's definitely see what the price is on that. There's also rings that resist elements, but those are probably also pretty expensive, and I don't know. But why don't we go to what, Red Wolf? Is that the cheaper one? Oh no, the other one's cheaper.
Let's go to Red Wolf.
Red Wolf he's cooler.
And he has better quality. Come on.
Or you guys know that there's another magical shop that you have not gone to yet.
It's scratching my back.
Idrisma's
Yeah.
shop.
We
Beyond
did
the Pale.
promise Idrisma we would shop there.
Doesn't mean you have
But
to.
if we
anytime
promised
soon.
him,
I mean, we might as well check if he has what we need first. And
We'll
the
check
price
there
we can
first,
afford.
and if it's a reasonable price, we'll.
No, I'm just letting you know that just in case you forgot, there are a lot more
I did
places
forget,
that you can
so,
shop.
yeah.
There's
Well, instead he
there's
made
apparently
promises.
There's apparently a what can I remember? Eagleman's in every district. So without even having to travel, you could go to Eagleman's.
I think Eagleman's is our last stop for like bulk potion buys.
They do have that cheaper than anybody else. All right, what were we looking for again?
All right, let's go to Idrisma's and see what we can get there. Maybe we're looking for bracers of defense, maybe possibly rings of resistance, just to see what the price is. We'll hit up Eagleman's for potions. And Red Wolf in between. If that doesn't have what we want for a good price. Sound like a plan?
I was just trying to figure out how to consolidate our shopping into like
Yeah.
chunk instead of being like.
Many
I mean,
people
yeah.
have tried to reduce shopping episodes, but
Well,
fail.
and we could just say we don't have to roleplay any of the shopping. You can tell us what Idrisma has for what price.
No, we have to roll.
If it's at Drisma's place, you've never been there.
Well, I was like, I'm okay with like an introduction and stuff, but if we're really like shopping, yeah.
Speed shopping.
Whatever you want to do.
Where are you guys going?
Idrisma's.
Idrisma's.
Do
It
we
doesn't
know
matter.
how to get there?
Yeah. Yes?
We should.
Well, we have the Grim, take me to Idrisma's shop thing.
yeah, Grim will do that. Multi pass. It goes to what's it called?
It's not a multi-pass anymore.
We all have
It's a
the
seal
same
now.
one now.
It's okay.
No,
Did
he
we
still
all
has a
upgrade?
fancy one. No, he
has a
still has
fancy
a
one.
unique fancy one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, his
Okay,
can
what's
do
the
more
place
phone
called?
calls, but ours can all do the locate places stuff.
I guess that's true.
Yep. Well.
Yeah, but does yours have a really fancy?
Okay.
Look, Grim's our navigator,
Alright.
okay?
Wow.
So you say, take me to a
Oh,
Dismas.
no.
As you do so, you find yourself. It has no idea what you're talking about.
Do
you
What is the name of his store?
us through the swamp?
What's the name of his store?
The DM just said it.
Oh, shucks, he sure did.
It had the B, like the Bane or the Bone or the
Behind the veil.
Behind the Veil.
What it's called?
Um,
Multi pass. Take us to
Something veil. I know it was something veil.
beyond
Beyond the Veil.
beyond the pale.
as you say, beyond the pale.
Beyond the Veil.
No, as you say, beyond the pale.
It
it
said beyond the
tells you
pale.
Where it is. Beyond the pale.
Oh.
It's not spelt like pale, like a bucket. It's pale, like.
Yeah.
ALE. Yeah.
Like my
Well-
skin tone.
One thing I didn't hear you guys very well. What you were saying was obviously wrong.
All right.
It suggests that it is in every district. There is a narrow passageway, and it moves between alleyways. So you're watching it move on the map.
Whoa. So we
Looks
got to be
like
quick.
every 30 minutes, you see that they move and shift to a different location.
Of course he has a complicated shop.
Yeah.
We can enter it in one alleyway and exit it in another.
Correct.
Oh, we should make our shopping
And I have
quick.
to wait till it's closed and then make a beeline.
Yep. We run towards the nearest one.
Okay. So as you guys make your way there, I need somebody to make a perception check and do well.
Me.
Not it.
Oh wait, what's your passive perception?
Passive is 24.
Yeah, you just walk straight
My
in.
passive perception's 18.
Yeah. Passive perception over 22, you can see it. You
Okay.
just know it's there.
Okay.
There we go. She did it.
I lead everybody in.
Yeah, so you guys like just daisy chain your way into the and you guys find yourself on that familiar path up to this sort of haunted looking decrepit house on a hill.
I still don't know how we got here.
Magic.
And as you guys make your way up and you see the door, it says open in the window. There is a small little card that says open.
Go in.
Is this
Okay,
the
as
same house where we talked to him before?
Yep, same house.
Okay.
And you see that there's like some jangly crystals as you move the door and you hear,
Hello. New customer. Oh, hi, it's you all.
Yes, we're here to shop.
Oh,
Finally, we need things.
That is such a good news. I'm very pleased.
You don't get many customers, do you?
I service a higher class of patron.
Can we were looking for a couple of specific things. Something that would help Mithnir have better armor.
Oh, yes.
you feel something invading your mind slightly.
Just kind of like that low rumble growl at him in my head, but not the roar this time.
Okay. But you allow it to happen?
Yeah, I allow it to happen, but I'm
Okay,
just grumpy with him.
Ooh, bracers. Nice defensive. I have these if you wish.
The price.
The price appears in your head. It's 6,000 gold.
Want 6,000 gold.
He's giving you the impression that is a discount.
Let's do it.
Is there anything else as well?
I will, while he's in my head, I will show him also
Check my wares.
the elemental ring resist element rings.
Yes, those as well. 5,000 gold.
He wants 5,000 for elemental resistance rings. And you're just kind of like on the mid
It's
between
per ring too.
Yeah.
per ring.
Yeah, that's a lot.
They also
Um,
require attunement, so if you don't have
do
open
require
Yeah.
slots,
What about
Can I trade you this ring? And I'm gonna hold up my ring of protection +1.
Well, hold on. I can use that again if you want to get rid of it.
Well, okay, that might be a good deal too. I was just thinking that if we could trade it for another protection type ring, it might be a good deal. That was all.
It is much more difficult to acquire what is necessary for resistance rings. The elements it is to recover one for regular protection.
Hey, Oren.
Yeah.
Can you see what your man is saying about the bracers?
Oh. I don't have that attuned right now.
Shit.
I think I gave that to somebody else, actually.
Can Grim identify things?
Wait, it's
Just detect magic.
Grim can detect, yeah, you can't.
Oh no, I have it. It's in my backpack.
But you're not attuned?
No.
Hey, Grim.
Is what?
Can you do your little detect magic thing and just weird? There.
You could just ask him. He seems like a friendly guy. Aren't you friends with this guy?
I
Yes.
am a friendly guy.
Rep,
You got any word shit for them?
before you drop a lot of money on things, you want to do independent authentication. That's bold.
Are you wondering if I have bracers of defense? Give me a moment.
And you see he goes and he starts rummaging through like boxes on shelves, knocks papers over.
Shit.
It's all these different
What's in
voices.
these other boxes?
No, not literal shit.
And then he's just
Metaphor.
and he pulls it down and he goes,
This one shall do well.
and as he holds this box out in front of you, it's slender, and as you pull it open, you see bracers marked with some sort of very shiny metal onto leather bracers. Seems to be moved up the arm, twisting around in the shape of a dragon.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty.
And what kind of magic is on?
Oh, man, what if we need this later? Okay, fine. I'll use my detect magic.
Okay, you detect magic.
Yep.
You are
Blinded.
surrounded by magic.
Yeah, but
I need you to make me a Constitution check or saving throw. Constitution saving throw. Because I want to see if you can hold in your vomit. Because
22.
22. Yep. Easy peasy. You're not dizzy.
No, look at the damn bracers and tell them what school it is and everything.
I mean,
There is definitely enchantment magic on it.
There we go.
They're enchanted.
I can put 1,000 towards the bracers out of
Well-
my pocket.
Okay, so you want 5,000 from the 5,000 that, or from the 10,000 that we just got, and then the rest goes 1,000 to each person.
You're just kind of doing that. Yeah. It's like
That's fine. I think making you less easy to hit is a good investment for everybody. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Let's do that.
I will protect you. Very
Do you have
I'm
anything
gonna go look
else?
for his potions.
Stuff that would help us in.
good.
You can see, by the way, there are colors you've never even imagined. You've done detect magic before, but the colors going haywire in here.
This is not helpful. I'm
Just close your eyes.
I'm gonna go look for his potions. I'm sure there's potions there.
There's potions hanging out. They're kind of spread all over the place. There's no particular organization in this place that is both his home, it appears, and also his shop.
I will ask him, hey, do you have any potions that make you faster?
Yes. I've dabbled with alchemy. I've borrowed one from Krishna. I believe it is functional. I have a few.
Okay.
It's potion
It
of
wants-
haste. Is that what it is, or
Potion of speed. Yeah.
speed? That's what it's called.
It's called potion of speed, but it has the effect of haste.
Yeah. So he has several of those. I think he has 5 total.
How much are they?
400 gold apiece.
Shoot, he'll buy all of them.
2,000.
I'll buy all of them. Yep. So I'll give him all my platinum, and then I'll give him 580 gold.
Sweet.
Oh right, we have platinum too. Well,
So you're buying 5 potions of speed.
Well, there's not usually much gold for these. I'm quite pleased.
Yeah, that was a good
Not
idea.
everybody's as slow as Grim, you know. So
Yes.
We're going someplace that has a lot of different element type stuff, and we don't really know what to expect. So that's, obviously a resistance ring would have been nice, but we can't afford enough to really worthwhile. Is there anything that we might not be aware of that you might have that would be really helpful for us?
You can always take potions of resistance.
How much do you charge for those?
Since your friend's been so much and brought me out to speed potions, I will give you a discount. 300 gold per bottle.
Think? We were going to go to Agerman's for discount potions, but I
Now
don't...
these are 1 hour duration resistance of a particular element or a particular damage type, and he has. Ooh, I will roll for each individual one for how many potions he actually has of each kind, because they are not as easy to create. He's giving you a big discount for these guys. Rolling d10s for the number of ones that he has. Oops, that's the completely wrong box. That's the board game box. Okay, so. You know what? We're just gonna do it this way. Okay, so he has 2 acids, 6 colds, 7 fires, 3 force, 4 lightning, 5
Real
necrotic.
fast. Hope someone's writing that down.
Yeah, you're going too fast to write it down, so...
Okay, 2 acid, 5 cold, 6 fire. I think it was 3 force. Something was 7.
I think it was fire was 7.
Yes, I think it's 6 cold, 7 fire. That's what it was. 6 cold, 7 fire. Force was 3. Lightning was 5. Necrotic was 2. Okay. 4 poison. 5 psychic. 1 radiant. And 8 thunder.
All right. So these are elemental planes. So what? I mean, are these all considered elements? I don't know exactly where this.
Yeah, creatures and all things. They can do all sorts of things
Right.
to you. It is known in the realms of the
Maybe-
earth plane, you could run into acid poison, or just be bludgeoned to death.
Right. Maybe we just want to get like 2 of like what, acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison. You know, that we have them to hand out to people who need them the most of where we wind up. Or do we want to just go all out and get like 5 fire, 1 for each of us? That's 1,500 gold. Or just the 1 element.
300 apiece.
I don't think we need that many of one specific one. We should mix them.
I don't really need any. Yeah, I don't really need any.
None for Grim at all?
I'll just use absorb elements. It cost me a spell slot, but I just use the spell.
Okay. That's fine. So 4 total if we want to have the whole party.
That way we go save your gold anyway.
For fire, maybe?
Because there's enough fire and cold and lightning and poison and psychic
Well,
and thunder, but that's a lot of different ones.
I do not need cold, lightning, poison, or psychic.
That's pretty nice. So what? So probably fire and acid for you.
That's off of that list. I believe that's it.
Oh yeah, what'd you choose for your second resistance?
Psychic. It's not going to be helpful for the elements, but that's still way better.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Alright, acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiance, thunder. Mitner, you pick out whichever ones you want, and you pay for those and get get yourself all set up.
A plat is what, 10 gold?
Flat is 10 gold.
Then I will grab, I guess, fire and acid.
Fire
So
and acid,
that's-
just one of each, or
Still have to buy healing potions, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's 600 gold for the 2 potions.
They last an hour, you said, right?
An hour. Yep.
An hour is
So that'd be...
probably finish the dungeon in an hour.
Yeah, I'll get one of each. Or let's see, how much money do I have?
I have 120 gold, so I'll get a sip from a potion.
Well, no, everybody take 1,000 from the bag we stole from the guy. Because we spent 5,000 of it on Mitnir. Everybody else just 1,000, including Mitnir.
Mitnir blushes a little bit.
Nah, you're the prettiest girl at the ball.
Yeah.
Okay, does anybody else? So I've got Mitnir buying 600 gold worth of potions, I think. Is
So that
anybody
means-
else buying anything?
There's
Buy
one
one of each.
acid left. So Teddy will get an acid, a cold, a fire, and oops, I just unplugged you guys. And a lightning, I guess.
Okay, so that'll be 1,200.
Yeah. Money.
Hey man, these can be very useful. So
Let's get rid of. You know what? If they're not useful now, they might be useful later.
I was gonna say they don't go bad.
Yeah.
okay, anybody else on these resistance potions? Propsy, Orin.
Upsy feels it necessary to not spend money so she can donate her 1,000 cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I die, I die.
Well, no. So here's the thing: we can't die, but the further we get, the better we do, and the more stuff we get out of it. So here's the thing: if we keep kicking a lot of ass, someday we will be very rich. We will make lots of money, and then we can give even more money to orphans. So that is
Okay, but someday doesn't help them today.
no, I know that's, but you know that's how I'm making myself feel better because I have to spend this.
Well, that's why I'm saying we don't donate the whole 10. We take most of it for ourselves, but I donate my 1.
Still
That's-
don't know where to donate though.
Well, Idrisma, do you have any rings?
I have a few I've been tinkering with.
Do you have any of those rings where you can like put your spells in them to use later?
Yes, I do. That
What's-
was one of my favorites.
How much does those cost?
A pretty penny.
I figured
What's a
it
penny?
probably does.
You just
If you want to purchase the ring of spell storing, it will be 20,000 gold.
That is way too much for Grim. Even Grim knows that he does not have that many small rocks.
If you want to get my very special ring, you need to bring me some very nice fractures.
You can't have Grim's fractures. They were a gift.
I won't lie, it intrigues me.
You like this one, by the way? You like it? His name is Filbert.
Filbert, what a strange name for a tyrant.
Yes, that is, yeah. I don't know why you call him a pirate. It doesn't seem that bad. But you know, his name is Filbert.
Sort of glares at Filbert.
And Filbert's got something with one eye.
Just
Health potions here or what?
You can buy health potions.
Yeah, how much for your...
Health potions are standard price. So,
They don't have like the costs of things anymore, like listed anywhere. It's hard to tell.
so for a potion of healing, it's 50 gold. For a potion of greater healing, it's 200 gold. For a potion of supreme healing, it is 500 gold. Superior healing, sorry. Potion of supreme healing is 2,000 gold.
All right, so there goes another 600 gold.
For 3 greater healing potions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He only has he has a limited stock of the superiors and the supremes. So let me roll for those.
What should you say the graders are?
200
He
for
only
the
has
graders.
1 superior and 2 supreme healing potions.
Yes, functionally unlimited of the others.
Yeah, he has essentially unlimited greater and regular healing potions.
And these are the prices that we've paid before at Eagleman's, right?
Yes. This is just standard price. My potions will never change in price.
I buy a Supreme, I won't be able to afford... Or sorry, Superior.
Jim's gonna buy 5 graders.
How much is a superior?
Superior, there's only one of them and it's 500 gold.
I feel like we should get it because that's, you know, if you're really in the shit, that'll get you out of this shit faster than taking the ones.
If you'll cover the last 100, I can put 40 plat, so that's 400.
Okay, yeah, I can give 100 for that.
Okay.
What a windfall I'm having today.
You want to hang on to that? Put it on your...
No, that's for you.
Okay.
I'll buy 3 graders, I guess.
Okay. Drasma's fucking pleased. Tickled
What,
by
600?
the amount of gold. Oh, yeah. 600.
Hey, when we go shopping, we go shopping.
We empty our pockets.
Grim's only spent 3,000 gold, that's all.
I will buy 1 greater healing potion as well.
Nice.
I already have.
I mean, I'm effectively broke at this point, but that's fine.
You know what? I'll also get 2 regulars just to have them.
Sure. It's 100 gold.
Those are 2d4?
That's a regular healing potion is 1d4 plus 2.
Oh,
The
it's
greater
2D4.
healing potion.
2d4
Oh, it's 2d4?
plus 2. Yeah.
2d4 plus 2. The
Greater
other one's
is
44 before. Plus 2. Sorry. I did it wrong.
The regular ones are good for bringing people back up.
Hey, stop being dead.
Well, stop being unconscious.
After that, you're on your own.
Stop being dead is a lot
Conscious,
harder.
not dead.
Yeah, same difference.
So you can
Potion
pour a
of
whole lot of
resurrection.
potions down the throat of a person who's dead, and it ain't gonna bring them back.
Right, so that puts me at 4 greater healing potions. Barrier. That's the ones. I have some potions of climbing left. Well, I only have 1. I wouldn't think we're going to be doing...
I don't think so.
I think next time we go digging down the ravine would be the next time we need climbing.
I just want to, you know, I'm going to kick myself. If we get in there and we're like, oh, it would be great if we had this, because we didn't think of it now.
Then we'll deal with it when it happens.
What
Yeah, I think
about
so.
potions of swimming? Is that a thing?
Oh, like if we wind up on the water thing and we have to swim?
Yeah.
Uh,
Or water breathing? Water breathing could help.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, actually.
Do you have any water breathing potions?
Sure I do.
Water
There is
breathing, potions of water breathing. He's
I think
gonna
they're
run
just
for those.
commons. I think they're common potions.
He has 3 of them. They are 100 gold apiece. No, hold up. That's a common potion. You have way more than those.
There's
He
also
has
like,
9. He has 9 water breathing potions.
and they're 100 gold each.
They're 100 gold each.
How about like there's also like maybe like a hat or something that lets you breathe underwater while you're wearing it?
Oh, yeah.
Just out of curiosity.
Oh, the ones hanging by the door.
Out of curiosity, how much are
It's
those?
probably a lot more expensive.
1,000
Sure.
gold.
1,000. Not bad.
How many
no,
water
it's not.
breathings did you have? 3?
He has 9. He has 9.
9?
I re-rolled because I was like, hold up, it's not just a d6 for this one. Those are common, so he's got significantly more.
They're uncommon, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Well, I'll
And
buy
they're how
one.
much? 100? Did you say 100?
100, 100, 0, 100. Uno.
I will buy 2 of those myself.
I'll buy 3.
You plan on being underwater a lot?
Never know.
They only last an hour.
Me and
Sounds
Patsy,
like-
we can turn into fish.
I'm really enjoying this time timing, and I always enjoy your company.
I told you
Oh,
we were big spenders when we do
Is in
spend.
need of tea.
I'll take some.
Good.
Starts handing tea out to those who want it. Doing his little old man Alhoon hover all over the room.
Well, I'm spent. So
There are 4 different styles of hat by the door, by the way, that are caps of water breathing.
I'm not even going to tempt myself by looking. I don't have 1,000 gold.
That's cool. One of them is literally a fishbowl helmet.
I mean, we do have the 500 gold diamonds we could use.
Oh,
as money.
right. Idrisma, would you like to buy some diamonds off of us?
Sure. I seem to have come into a lot of money.
We have.
I really wish he'd said no. Just be fuck you, get out.
How much do we want to sell? Just like 1,000 diamond? Maybe 5 of the 500 ones? Take our stock down to half?
Do we need to?
Oh.
Technically,
we don't
no.
necessarily need the gold right now, but if there was something else you wanted to buy.
If you
Right,
want
no,
to
I was
buy
gonna say,
3 of
if
the
it-
4 hats.
I was gonna say, if you want to buy something else, sure, but otherwise, arguably, diamonds are easier to keep on a person or a pouch than the equivalent amount of gold.
Well, sure, we have bags of holding, though.
Well, right, but also spell casting and whatnot.
We
That's
also
all
have
I'm
a
thinking.
jar of multiplicity that one day I hope just is filled with thousands of diamonds.
I would totally buy a cap of water breathing because you never know when you might
I will
need
tell
them.
you this as a DM, it will never be cheaper than it is right now.
Yeah, 1,000 gold is really good for like basically.
Also,
will.
Near's
water
over there
breathing.
just trying each hat on just because.
I think Orin had a pocket full of little diamonds. I don't know if we ever gave those a monetary value.
No. They do not have a particular monetary value because they are not particularly a diamond. They look like diamonds, but
They're glass.
no, you don't know what they are, nor have you had them appraised.
Figure I should probably do that. Hey, Drisma, I'm gonna pull one out. Like,
Oh, it's a very
"Yeah,
tiny
do you know
diamond.
what this is? Is it a diamond?
I do not know. It is not gemology. It's not my main forte.
Take it to a jeweler, have it properly appraised.
It does not secrete any particular magic essence.
All right.
So what are the other 3 hats by the door? There's a fishbowl.
There's a fishbowl. There's a bowler cap.
Okay.
Okay. There's one of those pirate style like sort of hats that's all like floopy and wide brimmed. And there's a fez.
Boy, that is a tough choice.
Tricorn, that's what you're talking
Yes.
about, right?
Well, or an admiral's hat could be
Pirate
there.
hats.
Yeah, a little tricorn.
None of them are really my style.
I don't know.
Yep.
I think the pirate hat might look good on you.
Really? Nobody wants the fishbowl?
Mitnir just puts the bowler hat on.
There's
If-
just the fish
If I
bowl?
got
What
one,
does
it would
do?
be the fishbowl.
The fishbowl. It's like literally like a diver's helmet, like fishbowl helmet.
Mm-hmm.
This is a type
That
of
would
one
be
of the
what I
water
would
breathing.
do.
Okay.
I
And
vote
we could
that
just get them all.
we could get them all. That's 4 water breathing hats. I will turn back in my water breathing potions if that's okay, Idrisma. I won't need them anymore if I buy the more expensive hat.
Right. All
So-
the sales are final.
I mean, there's 5 of us, so someone will need those potions.
Somebody
No.
will need those potions.
No, I don't need them.
You can breathe underwater?
Thumbs up.
You can breathe underwater?
Yeah.
Holy
How
shit.
did How did I not know this?
Alright, well, yeah, let's...
Storm Soul, the second stage of it.
Oh,
I can breathe
hell
underwater.
yeah. Nice.
Okay,
That's
we're
fucking
going.
cool.
Let's do this. I think we should buy all 4 hats. If Idrisma
Buy all
won't give
4
us...
hats.
If Idrisma won't... You know, we're spending 4,000 gold. You could just
Oh, boy.
just take the water breathing potions back. You know, we spent more money.
Fair enough.
So that's what, the 5 diamonds is 2,500 for the...
Yeah, so you
The
guys
5
got
smaller ones?
3,500 gold out of that, which is enough to buy all 4 hats if you have 500 gold from somebody.
I can throw in 200.
Well, if we put the 5 water breathing potions back, that's 500.
Oh, yeah. I get... Yeah.
Oh, okay, so then you're good.
Yeah, okay.
So
then
you guys have 4 water breathing hats. You have a sailor's tricorn, a bowler's hat, bowler hat, which is, you know, a little round bumped one, a fez, and a fishbowl helmet.
Well, perhaps he called dibs on the fishbowl helmet.
Yeah. I will fling the bowler hat at Aaron.
Blub, blub.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the bowler hat. The fez is obviously going to Grim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, and I tossed the fez at Grim.
Yeah, okay.
I need one of these?
You might. And I was like, unless Seti, you want one of the other ones, and I'll hand her since I was trying on hats.
Is
No,
there an
I will.
actual
I think
item?
this one is probably the best for me. So that's
Which one are you
we're-
wearing? The fez?
no the pirate one.
Oh, right.
Grim
who's-
gets the fez.
Grim gets the fez. So perfect.
Okay.
Come on, you guys can all picture a furbolg and a fez.
It's
If you can't
beautiful.
picture a
That's-
furbolg and a fez,
It's
Is this a thing? I can type it in.
it's a cap of water breathing.
Cap of water breathing. But yours happens to look like a fez. Actually, I will let you choose the color of the fez, but it cannot be black, and it cannot be white because that would be a ridiculous fez.
I mean green or brown.
I think it's gonna be. No, I think it's going to be a kind of a mustard yellow.
Oh yeah, there's the worst fez possible. Loving it.
What color's the tassel type thing?
Oh yeah, what color's the tassel that hangs off the top?
Let's see. What could be good for that? Probably just like a magenta.
Great. Just the worst possible Mardi Gras vomit. Loving it. So the I said fishbowl helmet. I guess technically it's a diver's helmet, right? So you've got a diver's helmet, Bropsy.
Yep.
So that's gonna weigh about 40 pounds.
Lovely. Good thing I have the bag of holding.
So when you wear it on your head, I just think it's hilarious that when
It
you're
weighs
wearing
as
it,
much as me.
yeah.
Depending on the size and like style of this diver's helmet, we could just see feet.
It just feet come around swimming. Oh, it's so good. I'm loving it. It's not gonna PG you or anything. It's just gonna look ridiculous. We'll just make it look ridiculous. Don't worry about the weight, because it's all flavor. And then what color is your bowler cap?
Black, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, of course it is.
Regular.
I was gonna go for like the style standard, you know.
Yeah, and then what about you, Steady? How's your tricorn?
I was kind of just picturing like a sort of well-worn, like kind of a leathery brown.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really match.
So like a legit hat, like a good
But-
one.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Now I need a picture of this head.
I'll draw a tiny one onto your mini for
Propsy.
later.
Oh, thank you.
So you can just refresh your page.
Well, I suppose you're all done shopping here.
I think so.
Really?
We're pretty much out of money. But we appreciate your good.
I have that effect on people.
Yep, we'll have to be careful around you. Thank you for everything, as usual.
Next
Especially the tea.
time, remember to come to me first for your awakenings.
He gives you a look with a tilted eye.
Yes, that was my instinct, but we needed to make friends.
He literally just starts petting an octopus. You guys don't know where this octopus came from, but he's just petting it.
Can I also pet this octopus?
You can certainly try.
We didn't
I
want to-
will roll animal handling.
We
Absolutely.
didn't want to keep bugging you all the time.
That is a
But if-
goddamn 13.
You insist
goddamn
we come to
13?
you. We
Um,
will in the future.
You go to pet the octopus.
I offer. I don't just reach out to touch it. I'm like,
You-
hey, little buddy, you wanna?
You sort of like
Do
put
you
it
wanna
like
pet?
like this, and you
Yeah.
watch as the octopus tentacle rises up into the air and just goes, just like slaps your hand.
Fair enough.
It doesn't like hurt or anything. It just feels like an
Uh-huh.
octopus slapped your hand.
Okay, that's it. I say fair enough. Go. Yep. Walk away.
Always ask permission.
Yep.
Touchies.
Oh, I kind of want that emote now, though. It's just an octopus going, no.
Can
What do you
make
think?
animated emotes now.
Yeah, I know. Which means I need to learn how to do animations. And
So you
stuff.
can actually make an octopus go no.
All right. Sorry about that. This is what happens near the end of these sessions. Is there anything else you guys would like to purchase or do at Beyond the Pale, aka Eudrasma's home? The tea is ready. He got you a nice hibiscus tea with honey.
I am drinking the tea
We'll have
It
some
is
tea.
very good.
So,
as we cry over the money.
So, how have you all been? I've been talking with Cinder recently.
How's he doing?
Oh, very, very well. He hasn't spoken with his mouth in a week.
Oh,
That sounds terrible.
I would go insane, I think. But I
It is acquired. But he had enjoyed his trip to the Nexus.
oh.
You guys are bubbling underneath his tentacles.
Yeah. Let's just
Kilo fucking pictures of the fez in our chat.
Does it look like?
Mine's
Yeah.
a link to a bowler cap, so
I had to change the
I wish
colors.
that we had fan art. I wish we had fans, and I wish that we had fan art because I want to see this party drawn up with their stupid underwater hats.
I definitely, after I put my hat on, I definitely used disguise self to be more piratey and to match my hat.
Okay, great.
Nice.
Nice. Okay, so you guys have a nice little conversation with Udrasma before he sends you home with your own little tea care package as thank you for your wonderful patronage, and then goes back and one by one counts every coin you gave him. So as you guys head back to the street, you find yourselves in...
I mean, should we technically be in the same zone?
We
You
did
are
say
in the
we were good.
You are in the Summer Grove. However, you are on the east side of the Summer Grove, back closer to what is currently... I don't think we've recently had a churn, so I think it's still the Twilight Grove.
Well, we could go to our quarters at the Summer Grove.
The current Selindor status is Lunaris at north, Kamina east, Solaris west, Blackwall south.
Yeah. So the north and western boundary is where you are. So it's technically west because it's on the north side, but it's right. So I said east. So it's the right side of when looking towards the tree itself.
I mean, I feel like we're at least ready to give an attempt, right? If we're still wanting to make a good impression.
Well, we could go to the Summer Soldiers for the night and hit the Delve in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah, where is this thing again?
We don't know.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Right. Definitely want to night sleep before
head
we
and
go
ask
anywhere.
either Dandelion or
If we're going there anyway, we'll
Coriander.
go in. I do want to tell Cleary what we're doing. But we'll leave in the morning. So I'll call Cleary while we're walking. Across.
We might need 10,000 gold. I mean, no, sorry, wrong event.
So just while we're walking, I pull out my thing and call Cleary.
Oh, hi.
Hi,
By
sorry.
this point, by the way, it's definitely like evening time. You guys have been around quite a bit.
All right.
I think.
Just wanted to let you know we did our shopping and we're going to stay in the Summer Soldiers tonight since that's where we wound up somehow, and leave on our adventure in the morning. So.
Do you need me to come with you, or you think you're prepared?
Do you want to come?
Are you allowed to go?
You're certainly welcome.
Well, of course I can go on adventures if I'm an adventurer. If you need me. If not, I'm sure they'll find plenty for me to do here, but I can take time off if you need me for a mission.
We would love to have
Join
you
us,
if you want.
Cleary.
Yeah, if you want to come, we'd love to have you. I thought you
I don't think
might
he
be too
can
busy.
come.
But
This is a Summer Soldiers task. I don't know if he can come.
We can always ask them.
Were you with us when we met the Summer Soldiers?
I don't believe so, no.
But you
Yeah,
are
I
a
mean-
member of New Death. But
sure.
tell you what, I will ask when we get there if you can come, and then Grim will give you a call and let you know. And
I'll just hop right over. I'll just be waiting for your call then, I suppose.
all right. In the meantime, though, you might want to be thinking about supplies you might need. This is a place
Yes.
with, like, yeah.
Right. So you know what? On second thought, how about you all just go without me? I've realized that this will stress me out tremendously to prepare for a trip I'm not sure I'm going on. I don't like it. It gives me anxiety.
How about this? You don't prepare, and we will hit you up if you can join us, and then we'll just make do.
And then I have to go unprepared on an adventure? No,
Hey,
ma'am.
hey, we have enough things we can share.
Are you
think
wearing
we'll be
pants?
Am I?
Yeah, that's really all you need.
Are you
just need
wearing pants?
I always wear pants.
Then you're ready to go.
We do have
That's
a lot
all
of
I wear.
supplies to keep you covered.
We do.
If we need to. Sorry, we'll call you back when we find out. All right. In the meantime, I just wanted you to know what we are doing because we promised we wouldn't go adventuring again without telling you where we were going. So
Right. Well, let me know when you have more information.
All right, Grim will give
until
you a
then,
call.
I give me a very large panic attack.
Sorry.
If I'm preparing for something and I'll wait around for it all day, I know myself. I will just be sitting there staring at my seal, hoping that it will ring.
Well, we're going to ring either way. But yes, I totally understand. That's fine. We'll call you back later.
Right. Well, have a good evening.
Yeah, you too.
Of course, my door's always open if you want to sleep. Yeah, any one of you.
Yes, thank
Bye.
you. Bye. Well, that weird. I didn't even think he would want to come.
I don't
not
know if he
against him
can.
joining us. I'm just not sure
Yeah, no,
they
that's
would
fair.
be pleased with that.
That's when we get there. Hurry across town.
Making our way.
Walking fast
Faces
So far,
pass.
he has resisted the urge to prepare.
and
anyway.
homebound.
Okay, so you guys make your way to the Summer Soldiers. It takes a couple hours to make it there from where you currently are. As you know, traversing Selindor is a pain in the ass, but you make it there nonetheless. Upon
was
your
just
arrival,
spinning the return crystal through his fingers like this would be so much easier.
it is definitely late at night. It is around maybe 10 or 11 o'clock in the evening. So at night, sorry, not evening at this point. Is there anything that you would like to do on your way in, or just turn in for the night?
Well, is Dandelion around or?
Is someone around?
Yeah.
Dandelion is not around, but there is somebody sitting in the cage that you have not met yet.
Hello.
You watch as this mushroom-hooded individual raises up, and you can see glasses under this massive mushroom head. Like, it's almost like they're wearing a wide-brimmed cap. They're the most humanoid of these mushroom individuals that you've seen. They have a very defined and particular jaw. You can see that they have like a very human-like face, whereas most of them seem to be more like a stalk with eyes, just sort of built in somewhere. You can see that it sort of frays off of in every direction. Just this sort of yellow-orange kind of mushrooms that go off and create sort of a dress out of their body.
Hi.
Oh,
We haven't met yet. We're New Death.
hi, New Death.
And you are?
I'm Chicken.
I love it. It's so
You're
nice.
a mushroom.
It's so
That
nice to
is
meet
a
you.
beautiful name.
My name is Chicken.
We had a question. I don't know if you'd be able to help us, but Lady Poppy is instructed us to go try out this dungeon place. That's different elements, and a lot of people have tried, but nobody's ever really gotten to the end. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, the five of us are members of the guild, but we actually have a sixth member of New Death, our adventuring group, and we were wondering if he might join us.
No.
I thought so, but it was worth asking. Thank you very
5
much.
person limit for the dungeon.
Right. Yes, I couldn't remember if that was the dungeon or the adventuring thing we just did, but that was actually both. You're right. Thank you so much. Have a great evening. I think we are going to turn in now.
Oh.
Mitnir's face is just like against the bars going, chicken?
Good night.
Bye.
Grim, call Cleary and tell him, unfortunately, he can't come.
As Orin walks by, tips.
Oh, Cleary. Cleary, you can't come.
Hello?
You can't come, just in case you were wondering.
Oh, no, I figured as much. Cancel the potions. Yes.
Sorry,
Okay,
Cleary.
with your
Oh, that's
students.
That's perfectly fine. Please regale me with your tales when you return.
Yes, we'll try not to be gone for 2 months this time.
Right. We'll start with the mushroom named Chicken.
Yeah.
Oh? And hangs up. So,
All right.
as you guys find your way to your room, dusty though it may be, you guys find yourselves looking into this sort of naturally wood-hewn, very beautiful sort of 3-stack story room with 2 beds, 1 bed on each side, rising up into like a triple bunk bed situation.
I don't know if
Each with
we
your own loft landing.
ever called dibs on the beds.
Nobody ever called dibs. You guys have 6 beds here, and you have basically on each level there's a balcony that serves as like a loft. where
Said he
each one will share
definitely
the common area.
beelines for one of the top beds.
Yep, and there's a glorious stained glass window that does the whole reach, and you can see and view out into beyond the wall over into the Solaris district.
Can you just find a spot on the floor on the bottom level and just lays down for sleep?
Fair enough. As you all fight and clamor and find your way to your bed within your guild, the Summer Soldiers, whether you're loyal to them or not, you seem to get along fairly well.
Can I?
And no, go ahead.
Go to bed.
Okay.
Think that he is like thinking about the head and all the stuff that's happened recently. Near-death experiences, full death experience. Maybe having a little trouble falling asleep, and a couple hours after dozed off. I think she's. I want to try casting Sending. So, well, we're about to have a long, but
Got to end the session too. So.
yeah. So just real quick, she casts Sending. Just says, hear me? I think you're on another plane, but okay. Bye. Waits.
You had 9 more words.
It's quiet. Longer than you normally wait for a response.
I'll get it to her.
That's it. And that's where we'll end our session.
Sorry, you have the wrong number.
I was gonna add that would have been pretty late because Mitnir was
Please
gonna
leave
be
a
up late.
message after the beep.
Let's see.
He's gonna just be sitting there carving into like the bunk above him.
Oh no.
Because right, he with his day, right, he's like carving the dragon that he talked to, just like in the wood panel, like above where he's laying down, just like.
I hope he's like really bad at it and just like shoves a sword straight through.
No, I've got the carving tools. He's actually using like the wood carving
okay,
tools,
cool,
and like
yeah.
it may not be pretty, but it's you quietly hear you're like,
Well,
"This is
we
great."
can find out next week how good it is. But with that, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. We're gonna do this again, maybe on Tuesday, but definitely next week. He says, but also probably maybe not. Also, definitely next week.
We can't make any promises anymore.
We can't make any promises.
But I
Because
don't know
it's
why
so
we
hard to make it
bother.
work.
Well, the goal is to be here on Friday. Work
It doesn't look
schedules
good.
allowing.
I don't know what's happening next week because it's all messed up. So we'll find out later. But yeah.
Meanwhile,
On this episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You can find Moodman streaming on his channel, and every now and again in a wild blue moon, you might see Nikita streaming on her channel. And I think
More
maybe
often, you'll
Beelan
just find me in
streams
Discord watching movies.
But we do best.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you stream once, Beelan?
I used to. I tried it.
Oh, okay.
I might stream next week. We'll see.
All right. So that's something. Maybe some No Man's Sky or something like that.
That'd be New World. Comes out next week.
Oh,
Tuesday.
that's right. New World. Well, anyways, guys, please feel free to check these people out. and thank them for being a part of our games. Thank you those of you who hung out, if you exist. I don't really look at chat, so
You need to
love
fix
you.
that.
And have a wonderful week. One of these days we'll figure out a sign off.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
Bye, all.